Hello and welcome back. This is 100 bee facts for your consideration. Bee fact number 1. Bees can see ultraviolet light. This allows them to see patterns on flowers that are invisible to the naked human eye. Bee fact number 2. Bees communicate by dancing. This allows them to speak with other bees regarding location, distance, availability, scheduling concerns, and other miscellaneous bee needs. Bee fact number 3. Bees belong to the order Arthropoda. This is a subtle nod to 17th century naturalist Arthur Podin, the discoverer of the bee. Bee fact number 4. Bees possess 3 segments. The first is the head, which is self-explanatory. The second is the abdomen, which is filled with hundreds of muscles, each of which flaps the bee's wings in a different direction. The third is the thorax, which is widely considered by scientists to be the first Infinity War spoiler. Bee fact number 5. Bees are capable of immense violence, but only once, as the stinger attached to their buttocks stays inside of the stingee. The buttocks remain attached to the stinger, and the rest of the bee perishes. Bee fact number 6. Bees live in colonies of predominantly other bees. Each bee pledges fealty to their queen, whose job is to make as many bees as possible. If you want to know how, ask your mother. Bee fact number 7. Bees are famous for making honey and wax, but they have also been working on their music career and would appreciate it if you'd go check out their new EP when you get the chance. Bee fact number 8. Bees are not the only insect named after bees. However, ants are the only insect named before bees. Look it up. Bee fact number 9. Honey is made of a substance bees create in their digestive tract after eating nectar from flowers. Bee fact number 10. Bees' honey can last almost indefinitely. Jars of still intact honey have been found in the Egyptian pyramids. And who knows how old those things are. Bee fact number 11. Beeswax is made of a very complex chemical formula, which entomologists have dubbed nunya. Bee fact number 12. Bees have compound eyes, allowing them to see in many directions at once. However, this form of eyeball is massively overrated because it makes it impossible for the bee to wear aviator glasses while flying. Bee fact number 13. Every bee is assigned to a certain kind of flower to gather nectar from by the queen. However, since she is unable to oversee the nectar gathering process, most bees just ignore her orders and gather nectar from whichever flower they so choose. Bee fact number 14. Bees are able to hold their breath for up to 4 milliseconds, but rarely do so as it exhausts them. Bee fact number 15. Bees are considered by many to be the most important pollinator in the world. This bee fact is hotly contested primarily by misanthropes and illiterates who should not be allowed to vote. Bee fact number 16. Bees are invertebrates, meaning that they possess no backbone, or any bones for that matter. In spite of this glaring deficiency, they nevertheless have the best knees in the entire animal kingdom. Bee fact number 17. All bees support gay marriage. This is where the term lesbian comes from. Bee fact number 18. The sex of the bee is not determined by the same chromosomal arrangement as humans. Instead, the male bee only receives 1 sex chromosome, while the females receive 2. Bee fact number 19. Although bees may look chubby, they are surprisingly aerodynamic. In a recent study, when placed in a wind tunnel, the bees did not like being placed in a wind tunnel. Bee fact number 20. Bees are predominantly left-handed creatures. However, this does not come up often, as bees do not have hands. Bee fact number 21. Bees are unable to withstand the sheer force of a jet engine. However, bee scientists have been developing new techniques, and bee athletes have been using these techniques against hair dryers to train for the real deal. Bee fact number 22. Although bees and wasps may share their uniform colors, they are not the same species. You are more closely related to your cousin than bees are to wasps. Bee fact number 23. Bees enjoy being pet lightly on the head. Try it out sometime. Bee fact number 24. There are upwards of dozens of bees. Bee fact number 25. The bee is the national insect of 3 countries. Can you guess which ones? Bee fact number 26. 500 bees weigh approximately the same as 1 cup full of half 1,000 bees. Bee fact number 27. Although bees are primarily associated with the color yellow, there are many species of bee which did not get the memo and exhibit such varied colors as green, red, purple, blue, metallic, shiny, ultraviolet, and yellow. These bees are able to utilize so many colors due to a successful lawsuit against the creators of hex code. Bee fact number 28. While the most popular brands of bee are colonial insects, over 90% of bee species are solitary creatures and do not conform to a hierarchical structure. This is known elsewhere as radical anarchism, but bees do not self-identify as such due to self-explanatory issues with the anarchy symbol. Bee fact number 29. Bees are herbivorous creatures, which means they eat nectar and pollen. And people named Herb. Bee fact number 30. Bees have been around since the early Cretaceous period, so the next time you're tempted to swat a bee, remember what happened to the dinosaurs, because the bees certainly do. And they'll do it again. Bee fact number 31. Africanized honeybees, colloquially referred to as killer bees, were the product of an attempt to hybridize European honeybees with African honeybees to create a variety of bee that produced more honey than purely European bees. This they do well, producing as much as 20 times the honey of competing bee species. However, as you could probably guess from the name killer bees, there were undesirable side effects. Bee fact number 32. Since breaching containment and escaping out into the wild, killer bees have been responsible for the death of over 1,000 men, women, and children. Non-binary adults are safe, as the bees feel that the gender non-conforming community has already suffered enough at the hands of wasps. Bee fact number 33. Get it? Bee fact number 33. Africanized honeybees exhibit far more aggressive behaviors than their parent species. Such behaviors include higher numbers of guard bees, higher frequency of swarming, larger alarm zones around the hive, shooting the neighbor's poodle to send a message, and jujitsu. Swarms of killer bees are also known to hunt down prey as large as cattle, which they carry back to the hive through the air, which is theorized to be the origin of the cow abducted by aliens trope. Side note, they don't even eat the cow either. They're strict vegetarians. It's just about the thrill of the hunt. It's wasteful is what it is. Bee fact number 34. Some varieties of bee are stingless, but shh, don't tell the predators. Bee fact number 35. Although equipped with some of nature's most wing-shaped appendages, many bees enjoy walking as an alternate form of locomotion. Bee fact number 36. In the 1980s, a group of around 40 bees infiltrated the USSR to convince Gorbachev to tear down the Berlin Wall. Their success was later misattributed to some D-list actor who gave a fiery speech the night of their mission. As those speeches change anything. Absurd. Bee fact number 37. Some bees will engage in head-butting contests similar to the ram or the stag. This is known as the bee bop. Bee fact number 38. There is a group of bees referred to as vulture bees. The group consists of 3 species which lack stingers and eat carrion, or dead things in layperson's terms. The vulture bees then make a substance referred to as meat honey. Metal as hell. Bee fact number 39. Contrary to popular belief, scientists are quite easily able to explain how bees fly. It does not defy aerodynamics or any of that mumbo-jumbo that Jerry Seinfeld told you. However, it is true that bees are unable to explain how scientists can fly. Bee fact number 40. Ain't no rule says a bee cannot play basketball. Bee fact number 41. There is a species of orchid shaped to resemble a female bee in order to trick the male bee into trying to get buzzy with it, pollinating the flower in the process. This is an evolutionary tactic known as male bees are pervs. Bee fact number 42. Bees are capable of slurping up nectar using their tongues as a straw. However, attempting to recreate this will get you kicked out of Dairy Queen. Bee fact number 43. Bees are unfamiliar with the musical workings of jazz pianist Fats Waller, but will give it a go in a pinch. Bee fact number 44. If Muhammad Ali had in fact floated like a butterfly and stung like a bee, he would have had a significantly shorter and more tragic career. Bee fact number 412. Bees are unable to tell that I just skipped several numbers. Bee fact number 46. Some of the oldest examples of bee art are 17,000-year-old cave paintings in Spain. Following this experiment in self-portraiture, however, was the bees' blue period, which is widely considered more emblematic of their oeuvre. Bee fact number 47. Bees can beat their wings over twice a minute. This is what leads to their signature buzzing sound. Prior to the invention of cameras capable of recording such motion, scientists theorized that the bees were set to vibrate. Bee fact number 48. Some species of bee are capable of flying at a blistering 15 miles per hour, which is very impressive for a bee. Bee fact number 49. Many other species of non-stinging insects mimic the coloration of the bee to avoid predation. In a 2004 lawsuit, bees lost their claim of copyright infringement as the judge ruled that the other insects' usage of the bee's pattern was transformative and therefore protected under the fair use doctrine. Bee fact number 50. 4 out of 10 bees self-report as recovering alcohol addicts. Concentrated effort from activist groups to get that number down have shown recent significant progress. Bee fact number 51. In ancient Norse mythology, the bee was considered an insect. Bee fact number 52. As few as 6 bees are capable of lifting the same weight as half a dozen bees. Bee fact number 53. Bees live on every continent except for Antarctica. The penguins called dibs and the rest is history. Bee fact number 54. Studies have shown that bees are capable of solving simple math puzzles, begging the question, are you smarter than a 5th grade bee? Bee fact number 55. Bees are the preferred food of the bee hawk, which you could probably have guessed from the name. Bee fact number 56. Bees possess 6 legs, which is more than you probably have. Bee fact number 57. The average honeybee lives for about 6 weeks, which is way less than I would have guessed. Wow. Bee fact number 58. Over the course of its apparently very short life, a honeybee will produce approximately 1/12 teaspoon of honey. Once it hits that limit, whammo, dead immediately. Bee fact number 59. Most of the honey a hive produces in a year is not eaten by the hive. Instead, the vast majority of it is eaten by bears who wear shirts but no pants. Bee fact number 60. If you lined up every bee in the world in a straight line, people would be like, why did you do that? And besides that, then they would not be bees, they would be a queue. Bee fact number 61. Bees are capable of fitting into holes as small as your head. Something to think about. Bee fact number 62. A group of bees is referred to as a smackerel. Bee fact number 63. Bees do not instinctively know how to make honey and must be taught by older bees. This raises the question, which weirdo bee started this whole tradition in the first place? Bee fact number 64. A worker bee can carry up to 80% of its body weight in nectar and pollen. That's almost the weight of a paperclip. Or, if you're American, the equivalent of 3 football fields. Bee fact number 65. The hive of the bee is constructed out of a very strong yet lightweight material known as Damascus steel. Bee fact number 66. Estimates suggest that there are about 2 trillion bees on the planet. This means that if every human on the planet had to fight every bee on the planet mano a mano, it would go poorly. Bee fact number 67. The real bees were the friends we made along the way. Bee fact number 68. The first fully steam-powered bee was unveiled at the World Fair in 1871, but due to its prohibitively expensive manufacturing process, it was never mass-produced. Bee fact number 69. Some scientists hypothesize that bees do not make honey. Instead, they are just too good at stealing it from other animals, and we've never caught them. Bee fact number 70. Inside of you, there are 2 bees. You choose which bee to feed with your actions every day. Bee fact number 71. Bees have little wings, much like the buffalo. Bee fact number 72. You can put bees into someone else's pill bottle while they're not looking for a fun surprise. Bee fact number 73. If a bee is caught unawares by a potential predator, it can swell up to 40 times its original size. However, it can only do this once, so it uses this feature sparingly. Bee fact number 74. If you put a pair of bees into a box, there is a possibility that they could both spontaneously disappear. This inexplicable phenomenon has been known since at least the early 1600s, when Shakespeare wrote the first account of it. Bee fact number 75. If you filled a gallon jug up to the top with bees, it would contain 1 gallon of bees. And it would make a fun sound. Bee fact number 76. Bees are legally allowed to enter your home without a warrant. Bee fact number 77. If you stab a bee through the heart with a wooden stake, it will die. And we will all look at you weirdly and think of you differently because of it. Bee fact number 78. Certain bees are unable to tell the difference between Peter Faulkner and the guy who played the grandfather in The Princess Bride. Bee fact number 79. Bees are highly defensive of their romantasy novel addiction. Bee fact number 80. If you cut off 1 bee from the hive, 2 more grow back. Bee fact number 81. In the year 2014, or 14,002 if you're American, a researcher glued several bees to a laptop to see if they were capable of lifting it off the ground using only bee power. Not only did the experiment fail, but the researcher was also forced to pay a large settlement to the bees for damages. Bee fact number 82. The classical song Flight of the Bumblebee was, ironically enough, written 2 years before the invention of the bee, after which Thomas Edison took credit for both. Bee fact number 83. In the Middle Ages, the bee was considered a mythic beast. This arose from a case of mistaken identity. We now know that what were classified as bee skulls actually belonged to elephants. Bee fact number 84. At midnight, the hive of a bee returns to its natural state, a pumpkin. Bee fact number 85. The North American honeybee is trying its best right now, okay? Cut it some slack. Bee fact number 86. Despite its fragile appearance, a bee's exoskeleton can withstand up to 40 mattresses worth of weight without compromising. This biological quirk is the crux of the famous short story, The Princess and the Bee. Bee fact number 87. If a bee lands on you, it is because it has chosen you to be a protector of its hive. In the event of a threat to the hive, such as a bear or a masochistic piñata enthusiast, you are to place yourself between the threat and the hive, and loudly proclaim, "I am the thorax, and I speak for the bees." Bee fact number 88. Bee venom is considered the most painful substance to come out of a bee. Bee fact number 89. The queen bee has largely been a ceremonial position since the formation of bee parliament, with a growing percentage of bees arguing that the monarchy should be abolished entirely. Sorry, that's actually from 100 Facts About Brits. Bee fact number 90. Bees are able to breathe underwater, but only once, and then they perish. Some of these are sad bee facts. Bee fact number 91. Bee larvae are forbidden to consume honey until they reach 21 bee years of age. Bee fact number 92. When polled, over 70% of bees revealed that they believed in astrology. Bee fact number 93. Through fossil analysis, scientists have been able to determine that the mighty T-Rex was actually many, many bees in a trench coat. Bee fact number 94. The first bee in space was Buzz Aldrin. They can't all be winners.
Bee fact number 95. I am recording bee fact number 95 on my phone as a bee seems to have gotten into the recording studio.
Bee fact number 96. The honey badger is not a type of bee, although it does enjoy burgling their wares. That's hardly a bee fact, but it's noteworthy. Bee fact number 97. Bees and forks are natural enemies. Bee fact number 98. If you load a bee into a pneumatic tube, the bank worker on the receiving end will not appreciate your bee-posit, even if you are very proud of your pun. Bee fact number 99. Bees are the only known mammal that can travel through time. Bee fact number 100. Today is a very special day. It's the bee's birthday, so if you see a bee today, make sure to tell it where it can find its cake through the power of dance. This concludes the sum total of all bee knowledge.